Located just off of Highway 316 in eastern Gwinnett County, Dacula, Georgia, was a small, quiet town for years, but has become increasingly developed and increasingly popular with families. Homes are a bit more affordable than what you'll find over in Suwannee, Buford, or Sugar Hill, so Dacula can be a great choice for families who want to live in Gwinnett County and take advantage of the great public school system, but need to make their housing budget stretch. And I'll tell you, when I first moved to Metro Atlanta, I thought this city was called Dracula. Don't confuse it for Dracula. This is Dacula. So let's take a dive deeper into the city of Dacula. Hi, I'm Tim Trevathan with Tim Trevathan Homes and Keller Williams Realty. More opportunity is showing up for home buyers these days, and I love helping people navigate those hurdles and close on their beautiful homes. So if you're in that house searching mode or just have questions, feel free to reach out by phone, text, email, however you want to contact me. In this video, I'm going to talk about Dacula, but I have lots of other videos on my channel covering other cities in Gwinnett, and I've also got videos on cities in northern Fulton County and Forsyth County. Hopefully you'll find those very helpful. With just over 7,000 residents, Dacula is one of the smallest cities in Gwinnett County. Located a few miles past Lawrenceville and just off of Highway 316, until fairly recently, Dacula was considered way out there as Gwinnett's population continues to grow. Dacula has started to grow as well over the past few years, and new neighborhoods are going up left and right thanks to the previously undeveloped land in the area. So, what do people love about living in Dacula? What are some potential cons? Stick around because I'm about to tell you. Con number one, Highway 316. As I've said a few times, Dacula is off of Highway 316, which is a busy road that runs from I-85 all the way to Athens. Rapid population growth has made 316 a road that almost no one enjoys driving on regularly. If you talk to anyone who drives on 316 on a daily basis, there's a good chance they'll tell you 316 is their least favorite thing about where they live. Part of the problem is the road is simply not meant to handle its current volume of vehicular traffic. There are multiple traffic lights that create bottlenecks, as well as multiple intersections without traffic signals that have become particularly dangerous. Unfortunately, 316 has a reputation locally as a dangerous road thanks to the number of serious traffic accidents that have occurred. The government is aware of this, and slowly but surely traffic signals are being added to the smaller intersections, and intersections with traffic signals are being converted to overpasses, both of which improve traffic flow and help make the roadways safer. The downside of that project is that each overpass takes a long time to build, and there are many more to go before the project is completed. Last I checked, the completion date is a few years from now, with an estimated date of 2028. On the positive side, if you want to avoid 316 completely, your commute will be a few minutes longer, but there are multiple ways you can get to I-85 pretty quickly and just avoid 316 and its headaches altogether. Pro number one, parks. Dacula is home to some really great parks. There are a few, but Little Mulberry Park stands out as one of the best. Want to go fishing? You'll find a lake where fishing is allowed. Just make sure you have a valid Georgia fishing license. And those licenses are very affordable, and you can buy one online from the Georgia Department of Natural Resources, and it is good for an entire year. Have a horse? Little Mulberry has a parking area for trailers and a 5.47 mile long equestrian path. There are also about 3 miles of hiking trails and 5.5 miles of multi-use trails, perfect for walking, running, or biking. The best part is the hiking and multi-use trails connect to each other and make it easy to customize your adventure. There's also an 18-hole disc golf course and a nature preserve. Plus, you'll find the usual park features of playgrounds, pavilions, and picnic areas. Do be sure to look at a park map before you go. As you can see by the one on my screen, there are 3 different entrances, and you'll want to make sure to park at the right entrance. for what you are planning to enjoy during your visit to the park. For example, my mom, she can't really walk that well, so you might not want to take her on the part that's the longest trail. Instead, you might want to cut through into the lake area where she can see the beautiful lake. There are a couple of other parks you can enjoy in Dacula. For example, Rabbit Hill Park is smaller and home to the city's soccer, baseball, and football fields, as well as a dog park. If you have children in youth sports, chances are you'll be spending a good bit of time at Rabbit Hill. There's a playground and 2 paved trails as well. Dacula Park, right in downtown Dacula, is where you'll head for tennis, pickleball, swimming, in the summer, the community garden, or to take a class in the activity building. As small as it is, there are some really awesome parks in Dacula thanks to the very robust Gwinnett County Parks and Recreation Department. So con number 2, no real downtown. Now this isn't necessarily a con, but most of the surrounding communities have fun downtowns where you can park and basically browse the shops and then choose a restaurant for dinner, whatever you want to do. Dacula's downtown is tiny and is a mishmash of homes, primarily fast food dining and service-oriented businesses. It is definitely not walkable, and there aren't any boutiques or other stores designed for browsing and impulse buying. There's also not a central gathering area for the community to gather for city-sponsored events. Those things aren't bad, but if you are hoping for that walkable, small-town feeling downtown, then you'll either need to drive to Lawrenceville, Monroe, Winder, or Brazelton for the closest walkable downtowns, or may want to consider purchasing a home elsewhere if being close to downtown shopping and dining is huge on your must-have list. Pro number 2, affordability. Now, I know affordability is a relative term and means different things to different people, but compared to the North Metro Atlanta area as a whole, Dacula is one of the more affordable areas. And when it comes to buying a home, you want to take a look at the median home sold price. So in Dacula in October 22, for example, it was $413,000 compared to $428,000 in Brazelton, $450,000 in Buford, or $435,000 in Duluth. So, as you can see, housing in Dacula isn't necessarily cheap, but is certainly more affordable than most nearby areas. Con number 3, traffic. As it tends to happen in growing areas, population growth has outpaced road widening and improvements. So there tends to be a good bit of traffic on some of the local roads during peak morning and evening traffic times that can be especially frustrating if you have to travel a road that simply has too much volume, or if you need to take a left-hand turn at a busy intersection without the aid of a traffic light, a 4-way stop, or roundabout. And I'll tell you, there is a lot of all of those things. On a positive note, Gwinnett County does do a great job of improving roads when needed, but of course that doesn't happen instantly. Local traffic certainly isn't bad compared to some of the suburbs closer to Atlanta, but during peak traffic times, you can easily add 10 to 15 minutes to your commute, which can be frustrating. Pro number 3, schools. It is hard to go wrong with Gwinnett County schools, as the county has a great reputation. The city limits of Dacula are served by Dacula High School, but Archer High School and Mill Creek High School also serve home with Dacula addresses. All have good reputations, but as always, do your research and make sure the schools serving your potential new home are a good fit for your family. If you're planning to go the private school route, Hebron Christian Academy is a large private school in Dacula that attracts families from all over the area, and living in Dacula makes it a very easy drive to and from school. Dacula is a great place to live no matter what your price range is for your new home, as there are older, more modest neighborhoods and new neighborhoods with luxury homes and everything in between. But it is an especially great place to consider calling home if you want to take advantage of the Gwinnett County school system, but need something more affordable, but have found it hard to find homes in your price range in places like Suwannee or Buford. So Dacula is also a great place to live if you want to drive by cows or open fields on occasion, or get other glimpses of Gwinnett's rural past. You'll have great parks nearby no matter where you live in Gwinnett, thanks to its over 50 parks. But Little Mulberry Park in Dacula stands out as a particularly great park and one of the best in the county. In fact, I don't live that far from it myself, and I go there on occasion with my wife. It is a huge, sprawling park. One of the best, especially for bike riding, because of the width of the roads and the length of the paths. If anything I said about Dacula caught your attention and made you want to see what the market looks like in your price range, feel free to reach out. I'm here. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video.